Welcome to Binge Watchers, where we talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. My name is Ron, and today it's open season on 24 Legacy. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge fan of 24. I think season 1 of 24 was a masterpiece, and even though it gets exponentially sillier as the seasons go on, I always found Jack Bauer to be a very compelling and interesting and complicated character. Jack Bauer kept me watching this show. I watched the whole thing, even the 12-episode weird comeback season they did, which had some cool things in it, but overall was kind of meh. So 24 Legacy sounded pretty exciting. The 24 format, the same world, different main character. This has potential. This can be cool. So I watched the 3 first episodes of 24 Legacy. Let's talk about it. It pretty much feels like they took all of the 24 memes, all of the tropes, and just did those one by one. They couldn't figure out which stupid 24 thing they should bring back, so they just did all of them, and not very well. This feels like just checking boxes. So our new main character is Eric Carter, an ex-Army Ranger who was a part of an operation to assassinate Bin Khalid, who I guess is the 24 version of Bin Laden. Anyway, the other Army Rangers who are in Eric's team started turning up dead. Someone's taking them out. This forces Eric to get involved, and now he has to do everything to get the list. What list, you ask? A list of fucking US operatives and their identities and stuff. You've seen this in like every spy movie ever. I'm pretty sure they even did this before on 24. Somewhere along the very long run on 24, they ran out of ideas. Season 1 was great because it was a personal story about Jack Bauer. Season 2 was great because now he has to take on a larger scale threat, a nuclear bomb. After that, they pretty much cycled between bomb and virus, and it never had the same impact he got in those 2 first seasons. There were still a lot of great stuff though. In 24 Legacy, I guess they tried to go for a combo. It's personal to Eric because these are members of his team, so he feels responsible for them, and it's a national threat because the terrorists can get their hands on lots of sensitive intel. But again, it just felt like they were picking stuff from the 24 handbook. Even Eric is essentially a Jack Bauer clone. Like 20 minutes into the show, he's already breaking the law to do what's right. I mean, they could have given him a slightly different personality. Maybe there's still gonna be something in the future, but I don't know. So very quickly, the show goes back to the tried and true formula of our guy being in the field and someone from CTU tracking him and feeding him information and ridiculously hacking everything. I even made a sketch about that a while ago. Which, you know, it's fine, it's 24, but the Chloe O'Brien stand-in they got, he's not even trying. It's like a parody of 24. This whole 24 Legacy thing just feels like a parody of 24, and I love 24, so they're basically just making fun of me, which is rude. Even when they did the 24 Live Another Day series, it felt like they were trying something new. It didn't turn out great, but it felt fresh. Here, they had a blank slate. And what they chose to do is some kind of boring 24 highlights tour. Like, here are a few things that if you've watched 24, you've seen 9 times already. So here it is for the 10th time, just with a different cast. Anyway, I think this is only gonna be like 12 episodes. I'm gonna keep watching for the hope that they might go in an interesting direction further down the line, but based on these 3 episodes, I'm doubtful. If this is the first 24 thing you've ever watched, then first, stop. Please go back, watch season 1 for the definitive 24 experience. But if this is your first 24 viewing, I guess some of it might be exciting, or at least not boring. Maybe that's what they were going for, an audience that isn't familiar with 24. I guess, but then why make it 24? Why not make another show with Eric Carter as the lead? I think they were trying to capitalize on the 24 brand while also trying to appeal to new audiences. For me, so far, it isn't working, but as I said, I'll give it a shot. What about you? If you're finding Binge Watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the Binge Watchers community. Come talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel or click around to see some other videos, but in any case, keep binging. And I will see you next time.